why trades in my videos last only 1 minute, and why I use turbo strategy. There are no secrets. Technical analysis works approximately the same on any time frame. And to prove it, I want to show you a turbo strategy with the fast trades. One trading session will hardly take you more than 15 minutes. It's advantageous, even more convenient, just copying my trades. To make money, you have to focus on controlling your emotions and deposit allocation, because a modified moving average indicator will be responsible for the correct and accurate trades in this video. I have now opened a random trading asset, and I see that unfortunately we are already late for a very good profitable signal. So let's quickly set everything up and start trading. Our very first step is to log in to the TradingView platform. This is a platform where absolutely all quotes of any trading assets are collected, as well as a huge number of tools for traders. So we first all pass the simplest registration. Well, and accordingly, click on any chart. Click this button, open the full screen, and here we have to add the trading assets that already exist on the pocket option platform or on any other broker on which we trade. Immediately, we add all currency pairs with the selected payout percentage we are interested in. I mean, it's desirable for the payout percentage to be ideally more than 80. Then we go expand the list well and respectively add the currency pair that interests us. For example, it can be the euro dollar. We can choose absolutely any supplier. Just click on the plus and the currency pair we need appears on the trading view. Next, we go to the indicator section, write the indicator's name, scroll to the bottom, and here we add moving average growth indicator from the author chart art. Just click on it once. We don't need to customize anything else. It is a modified indicator, and now we will understand it. I think it will be enough to make literally several deals on the same model. Let's say now if I plan to open a deal on the rise, I will explain to you now, of course, for what reason in this place on this asset I open a deal. Look, besides the standard crossovers of the slow and fast moving average line, we have several other patterns. So by opening the chart of this currency pair with the help of this indicator, we understand that in this place we have a global change of trend, and now our chart is moving in an upward direction, where the slow, I mean the farther and faster moving average line, are in fact for our chart such a dynamic zone of support, from which the chart can be both pushed back and in principle break through the zone, thereby changing the trend. What prompted me to make a trade here in the upside, despite the fact that we are falling now. At the moment when we came to the zone, a candle was formed. This is a very simple candlestick pattern, easy to remember because this candle looks something like this. This candle tells us that there are buyers in the market who are ready to continue to move the stage in an upward direction. What is responsible for this? The candlestick has a long shadow like this one. It is larger in size than the body, which is the main part of the candle. Therefore, all this indicates to us that sooner or later, approximately in this place, a reversal may take place. We will not draw any trend lines and so on. Yes, unfortunately, after this scroll, which gave us a certain bullish signal, unfortunately we have another red scroll, but today I am using a strategy with averaging. So right after the loss, I make 2 more trades of the same amount, so I repel the previous loss and get profit. After the loss, I make 2 more trades with the same amount, so this way I beat back the previous loss and get profit. So the reaction from our support zone in the case was received. This is a dynamic support zone. It changes with time, but this support zone was here approximately in one place, and here it is in a completely different place. We also see a large number of reactions from the zone, but we do not go in blindly, but by a certain signal. And these signals in today's video will be candlestick patterns. We will use one maximum of 2 candlestick patterns so that you do not get confused. So let's enter the market here with a slight delay. Here we have the same candlestick, but more pronounced, more, let's say, classical. Let's take a look at it. If anything, we can hide our indicator and pay attention to the signal candle, thanks to which we are now entering the trade. Again, this candle has a small side candle body and is large cell candle shadow. Moreover, the shadow is directed downward. Accordingly, we make a trade in the opposite direction, I mean upward. We also have a similar candlestick, only with the shadow directed upwards. And this, on the contrary, we have a downward signal, but only in a downtrend. Now we have an uptrend, as you can see. Plus, we have reached the dynamic and support area, which is formed by our indicator, which consists of two moving averages. Well, here we are also hoping for a long trade. We have again the first trade is not closing properly, but if we analyze the previous signals, basically all the previous signals, let's take a look at them. All of the previous signals we had within one at the most two sweeps close in the plus. Well, here we had an instant payoff, so we hope that we can also achieve a good reaction. If you want to increase your chance of success in these situations, I recommend you to increase the time of the trade at least 2-3 times. Accordingly, if I have M1 time frame now, then ideally, of course, my deal should be 2 or 3 minutes. Let's say in a longer signal processing, because here we can work out the signal not from the first but from the second or even the third sweep. Unfortunately, there are different situations, and accordingly the time of the trade is required to be longer. So we are waiting for the completion of another pattern formation. It is very desirable that now this call closes inside the same as the previous one. We have formed a bullish takeover. Now I will tell you a little bit about this pattern. First, as always, we make a decision to buy or sell only in this area, which is now a support for us again. And secondly, we look at the formation of these calls. If everything is clear with the previous pattern, which consisted of one scroll, then here the absorption pattern consists of two scrolls. As a rule, it is a red scroll of the same size and a green scroll of a similar size as the red one, or larger. So in fact, a buyer came to the market and the scroll has absorbed all the previous fall with its growth. That is, look how much they differ in size, and this is one, of course, a signal to go up and in the right place. So everything is clear here, all conditions are met. We open a deal, we could safely open a deal for 2-3 minutes, as I told you. So to some extent, it's even more reliable. So guys, I noticed that we have formed a similar pattern on euro dollars, which we have always traded with you. So I think we can now place a trade for a couple of minutes. In addition, we already had a similar pattern here, which worked perfectly, but unfortunately, I missed the signal. Here we had a doji candle, after which there was a drop of 2 candles. Now we have something similar with a big shadow up. We turn our indicator back on and memorize the algorithm of actions. We wait for a clear signal in the form of a certain sweep pattern. It is better, of course, to learn the patterns that you are going to use more often, and accordingly, after that, only after the pattern is finally formed, we enter the deal on a new sweep. It is not in vain that we open the trade for a couple of minutes, because the active decline has started only now. But we got a very good reaction from the dynamic resistance area, which once again is formed with the help of 2 moving average lines. There is nothing absolutely complicated about the strategy. As always, I will publish the withdrawal in my Telegram channel. So we managed to earn more than $600 in one trading session. While I was explaining it out to you, absolutely without tension, without nerves, I managed to make almost 6, 7, 8% of my deposit for one trade session. This is a very good result for me. Imagine that at this moment you could copy my trade, just be connected to my account and also earn $600 without any problems. So if you are interested, I am waiting for everyone in my Telegram channel on the links below the video. I will also publish the withdrawal there as well. Thank you guys for watching this video brought to you by the Take Profit team. Bye bye, take care.